Today we are going to compare single monitor, ultra-wide and triple monitor setups. We'll weigh pros and cons and tell you which setup best suits which racer. Keeping your opponents in sight is key in esports racing, but when it comes to monitor setups, each racer prefers a different kind of setup. If you're a beginner, a single screen is probably the best choice for you. Most of them don't cost too much and you can focus on investing your money on proper pedals and a racing wheel first. Having one monitor does not mean your racing experience will be bad. A big monitor, which is placed closely in front of you, can create a great feeling of immersion. A great screen for your single monitor setup is the Philips Momentum monitor that is optimized for gaming. With a size of 43 inches, 4K display, this screen is already quite a high-class choice. Still, it lies in an acceptable price range between 500 and 600 euro. If you're someone who thinks that size doesn't matter and you prefer other features, you should take a look at the Alienware AW2518H. It ranges around the same price as the Philips model, but delivers an incredible refresh rate of 240 Hz with a fast reaction time of 2 milliseconds. A snap for smart shoppers could be the BenQ GL2480. At a price of around about 130 euro, the 24-inch screen still offers a full HD display and a fast reaction time of 1 millisecond, which is perfect for racing. However, the downside of a standard monitor is that you're looking at a flat surface. In order to create more immersion, you try to improve your peripheral vision. So many esports racers gear up and get their hands on different hardware. Let's take a look at their pros and cons. Before you get your hands on an ultra-wide curved monitor, you should check whether your PC is able to run it. An ultra-wide monitor can display 30, 40 or maybe 50% more pixels than a flat Full HD screen. For gaming in Full HD at 60 FPS, you thus need a strong graphics card such as the Nvidia 1660 Ti, which costs around 300 euro. Curved screens, through their shape, bring an increased level of realism. The wide view angle lets you dive deeper into the action. To create the most immersive experience, you should find the perfect distance to your screen. Sit as close as possible while still being able to see the edges of your screen without any problems. Then you're in for some truly immersive esports racing action. Another big upside of curved monitors is that they are easy to set up. Most of them just need to be placed and plugged in to be ready. Curved monitors also take up less space than a triple monitor setup, which is great if you only have limited room for your rig. Ultra-wide monitors are compatible with almost any racing game and can easily display them. This is a big advantage compared to the triple screen setup, because there are games like F1 2020 that do not support a triple screen setup natively. Curved monitors are a bit up the price scale compared to the flat ones. A screen like the Samsung C32 with 144 Hz and 32 inches could be a great choice for starters at a bargain price of 200 euro. If you don't have to care about budget limits, my choice is the Samsung Odyssey G9 ultra-wide gaming monitor, which I use for my races as well. This screen is as wide as two 27-inch monitors and provides a super fast refresh rate of 240 Hz paired with a QHD resolution. This is absolute high class, but also has its price of around 1,500 euro. If you want to find the sweet spot between budget and good features, I recommend the Acer Predator Z35P. At a cost of around 750 euro, you will get a 35-inch WQHD screen with a reaction time of 4 milliseconds and a refresh rate of 120 Hz. Great presets for a good race. For the most immersive racing experience, you need to go for a triple screen setup. Installing it will take you a few more hours than single monitors, but it is definitely worth the effort. Lining up 3 screens abreast will increase your horizontal view a lot in comparison to an ultra-wide monitor. Once again, you can create greater immersion by placing yourself perfectly in front of your screen. A field of view of 180 degrees is considered to be the best. The edges of the outer screens should be in line with your eyes. A triple monitor setup is highly customizable depending on your budget. You can vary the size of the screen, and there are many different options from Full HD to 4K monitors. Also, there comes a fact for Captain Obvious: 3 screens are bigger than 1, even if it's ultra-wide. So be aware that a triple screen setup, even with standard sized screens, takes up much more space of your room. A clear difference from curved monitors is that your view will be split into 3 chunks by the edges of the screens. However, most people using a triple setup say that they don't notice the bezels anymore after their first races. The 3 screens become one big display. The better the hardware, the more costly the setup, of course. But even a standard triple screen monitor setup is likely more cost intensive than an ultra-wide gaming monitor. That is because you don't only have to pay for the screens. Once again, your PC must be capable of managing 3 full monitors. In order to run a racing game in Full HD in 60 FPS, you will need at least an overclocked middle or high-class graphics card like one from the Nvidia 10 series. The higher the resolution of the screens, the more powerful your system must be, of course. You will also need a stand for your screens to line them up perfectly. This will cost you another 50 to 150 euro, and together with the screens, a triple setup can easily cost around 1000 euro if you use 27-inch monitors that are good and at least Full HD. And the costs can vastly increase if you decide to go for bigger monitors or for higher resolutions. So which is the perfect setup for you then? If you're starting in esports racing, then your first investment should be good pedals and a good racing wheel. A flat gaming monitor which is placed right in front of your wheel is already a good choice for the start. Triple monitor setup, however, will probably grant you the most realistic experience, which is why I highly recommend it. The 180 degrees field will suck you into the virtual races, and paired with a good wheel and load cell pedals, the immersion is unbeatable. If you don't have the funds or the space for triple monitors, an ultra-wide monitor should be your choice. Good and big curved monitors cost a bit more than upper-class flat screens, but the benefit you get from them is definitely worth the investment. Whatever type of screen you look for, there are some aspects you should check before buying the hardware. I recommend not to focus too much on screen sizes. What creates particularly good immersion is a high refresh rate of 120 Hz or even higher, which you need during fast races. Low response times around 4 milliseconds and any form of adaptive sync technology like Nvidia's G-Sync are a big plus as well. Higher resolutions than Full HD are nice to have, but only few racing games support more than that. Now you know everything about monitors for racing games. We already tested a lot of different racing hardware and games. Make sure to check out the reviews on our channel, and to always be up to date on esports racing, follow us on social media, and of course, visit overtake.gg. Have fun and see you guys again next time at Hardware Review.